Good evening, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of the show. I'll be your host, Gangsta Magician himself, here to deliver you your message, because that's what I love to do, and I do what I love, and I love what I do, and I love being here with you. And I also had an epiphany of sorts, okay, where I had this knowledge, but it really was smashed into me about us more or less being twin rays. Okay, a lot of us may have thought we were twin flames or karmic soulmates or blah blah blah, but this is you may not even have met this person yet. You know what I mean? Because that's why a lot of it is like chaotic. So I was what's the word? Tapping into chaotic situations with twin flames and karmic soulmates and other stuff like that. So that's why it's like the twin rays. It's not like that. Okay, but there's still going to be people that want to stop it. But here's the difference: is that when you do come across your twin ray, or if you do or have or what, it's a different feeling. It just seems like they have all the same what's the word? It's almost like it's like you're the same exact person. Just like there's nothing that could cause, there's no chaos there. That's the thing. It's like if you were with this person and there was never any type of, it was just always calmness, always cool, always, and then all of a sudden it just ended. And you're like, what the fuck happened here? Then that's your twin ray, okay? But if it's something like where the person triggers you into acting like all crazy, you know what I mean? Then that's your twin flame. Like a lot of this, stuff is like they're trying to make you crazy, but you're not. You don't display any of the things. Like a twin flame could be a little bit more viewed as more crazier, okay? It's more of a crazier situation. Also, it's called kingdom spouses. So Gangsta Magician feels that he is in a twin ray situation right now with him. And that's what he's going to be focusing on. Alright? Not necessarily 100%. This channel is mainly for shadow work. That's what the Gangsta Magician 8th house. That's what, that's all about shadow work. That's why I have that 8th house. But I also have the ability to, more versatile. I get, so that's why I think I'm going to start another channel. Not like it's not going to interfere with anything, but I'm saying like another one that's going to just be centered around twin rays. So let's see how you feel about that. Okay, see where you are. There's twin rays. If not, I can still tap into anything I want. But in my head, I just feel like the twin ray thing is, that I really. I mean, I knew it, but I didn't know as much as I do now about this. Okay, it's even like Gangsta Magician is part of the violet ray. There's 7 spiritual rays here. Actually, this violet ray is supported by the blue. It's saying, what you say? I changed the Michael said the blue ray actually supports you with the violet, and then there's a golden ray, 12th ray, that supports you. So at number 12, but whatever, we're going to keep aligning our chakras. That's the reason why we don't give a fuck, okay? A lot of times, like if I was an actual twin flame, then it'd be different. Then I would be like a little bit more all over the place. But that's why I guess with the twin ray thing, I must have dealt with this in past lifetimes, and that's why I have the ability to do that. Now it's like to the point where it's like I think, you get to this, like it's the end now. It's like where you get to be your kingdom spouse. I read somewhere where it was like you only have one twin ray. See, then you have 7 whatever it is, 7 twin flames. I think it's 144 something soulmates. I don't know. There's a bunch of shit. So whatever it is, I would have to do more research on it. But I feel that we're on the right track here. So I think we're now zeroing in on the energies, okay? So it's like I could now tap into this twin ray frequency here. I feel like I could tap in there. All right, I'm in this violet ray. I mean, this is who we are. This is what it is. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, this is the ray of transformation. The 8th house is all about transformation. Okay, that's why Gangsta Magician has Pluto, who rules the 8th house in the 8th house. I have Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars all in the 8th house. I mean, that's like a very rare thing to have them kind of planets in the 8th house. So that's why it's like, all right, I'm starting to understand why I'm able to do certain things. And that's what I want to do to you. I want to help you find out to learn how you do your certain things. And it all comes through this birth chart. So, but it is what it is. Like, it's just like in this situation, this twin race situation, it's like they know what's going on. All right. It seems like they're almost like being forced onto another timeline. They don't, not that they want to, but they're just going with the flow because they already know how this is going to end. It seems like this person already has spiritual knowledge of this. And that's what they're saying. They're saying, yeah, I already knew I knew this. You already knew this. They just, why are you, trying to make this chaotic? Yeah, you're right. Whatever, but at the end of the day, it should have been smoother, okay? But you still were never going to, this is how these people were never going to let this happen. All right, so why don't we get going? Enough is enough. All right, what else I got to say? I got my trusty dagger is all fixed, too. My guy fixed it. I said, yeah, no more problems with my knives. My selenite shank. Okay, this is what I made this shank in spiritual jail. I've sat there, I'll get you. So, what else do we got here? Cat says, what do you say? What do you know? All right, so why don't we get going? I am going to probably start another channel, though. I got to think of a new name, though. It's only going to be second. It's not going to be like anything. This is my main focus. And it's just that I think that there's only so many of us shadow people here. I mean, really, where else is, maybe I have to start focusing. That's why I feel like this twin ray thing, I got to focus more on, the light now. Get us to the light instead of, I know this is entertaining and this is funny and I do stuff like, but it's like I got to show more depth here. So why don't we get going? All right, why don't we see what's in your energy here, please and thank you. We had this, incense here. It's all good. It's all good. All right. So what do we got? Let's see what's in your energy here, please and thank you. All right. So here's the thing. There's this moons here. All right. So there's moon magic that was being done. A lot of, illusions were created here. Illusion, uncertainty. You may be facing hidden fears or emotions that need to be brought to the surface and addressed. Perhaps you are, perhaps maybe your twin is, perhaps, twin ray, but I feel like they already know what's happening here and they're just trusting their intuition and inner guidance just like you are. So, like a lot of these people, you may know this person, you may not even have met this person yet. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to get you better advice when it does happen. It's basically maybe, so when it does happen, you don't make the same mistakes perhaps maybe as somebody like me or somebody else has made. When it relates to you're getting on this twin ray, frequency that you're just about headed to. So that might explain a lot, because a lot of people ask, well, because the twin ray is when you kind of are balancing your masculine and they're already balanced, those energies. Your person was already balanced with these energies. They already balanced these energies. You had to balance these energies, though. You are balancing these energies. They will balance. Now, twin ray, I'm saying the person that you may have thought before this, that you said, oh, blah, blah, I don't, if it's chaotic, it's not your twin ray. I want to focus on this because this is what's good for you. This other twin flame karmic soulmate, it's like we're going to leave that behind for you. I don't want to keep you stuck here. And I want to take you to this twin ray frequency. That's why I'm going to see if I could do it, and then somehow or another, I'll try to get us over to the other channel about it. And I'll just try to do, like every other, light, dark, light, dark. You know what I mean? Like this is a dark, Gangstar Magician is dark. I mean, but then something along the lines like Twin Flame Tarot, that would be light. Now, I don't know, it's not going to be as entertaining, but it will get you what you want eventually. So it's like nothing's ever entertaining unless it's... So we're going to have to get through that together. All right, so these illusions now, like I even have to start, really cracking the books now. And I hate doing that. All right, but here's the thing. Death's here now. All right, so death is here. All right, to these illusions. The end of these illusions are here. So you have the moon and death. Endings and new beginnings. You are being called to let go of what no longer serves you and make way for new growth and transformation. That's what that violet ray is all about. Embrace transformation and new beginnings. These illusions, they have no effect on you. That's why you're calm. You're not losing it anymore. And then if you are, then it was just because you were trying to get out of that frequency. And that's what I need to do for you. See if we could lead to that twin ray. And then we'll get you, if I could get you to that frequency, then you'll attract that person. That's what I feel like this person may have done or they want to do. All right, so we got the moon and the death, okay? But now the Three of Cups is here. So now there's celebrations. All right, friendship. You are surrounded by supportive friends and family who love and appreciate you. That's where these new beginnings, this is, endings, you start new beginnings. I celebrate abundance and joy. Whatever these illusions actually helped you. Okay, now people see you for who you really are because they would have never known who you really are if these people didn't say all these lies about you. Now they helped you learn exactly what your mission, what your actual destiny is. Kingdom spouses. And I should have picked this. I always forget. See what else this centers around. Let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, look. Death. Okay, so we know this is centering around death. That's why this is the dark channel. This is the 8th house. All about death. Wow, that's something. Death's here too. All right, so we know this is centering around that. There's a Three of Cups. There's a celebration though. We're celebrating somebody, okay, because they have this Knight of Wands energy, okay, because you're fearless, adventurous, you are daring and passionate, and you are not afraid to take risks to achieve your goals. I pursue my passions, that's why you were handling this the way you are. If you were, in a solid twin flame, then you would not be as calm as this. That's why you some people, they didn't know what they were, divine masculine, divine feminine, because you already balanced those energies in a past lifetime. And there would be no, you may have been with somebody who was, but it wasn't like the way it should have been. It did make you see some shadow aspect. That's why the people that you're thinking of are the ones, okay? So you don't want those people, all right? You want your twin ray here. This is what we want. We want our twin ray. That's what we're looking for. Wow, death's here for you. Okay, look, the Ten of Swords is here. All right, so the painful endings are here for these people. These illusions are creating painful endings now. These people, they try to make you out like you were something you weren't. You didn't go with this, especially since you're a twin. Right now, now I know you're in a higher ranking. That's why we're so, the way it is. You may be experiencing a painful ending or loss, but this marks the beginning of a new cycle and growth and transformation. I let go of the past and embrace a new beginning. So, but now I got to somehow or another figure out how to explain this twin rays to people better without it sounding like something. Because I know there was like this scammer people called Twin Ray or something, I believe. So now I got to figure out how to explain this to people and get people on that right frequency and get past that twin flame bullshit. All right, so we got this painful ending though. So these illusions create the end here for these people. And who do they create these illusions about? You, the Queen of Pentacles, the ideal spouse, the one everyone comes to see, the one everyone wants to be, the showstopper. Okay, you are a natural caregiver who values comfort and stability and are able to provide for those in your care. I'm grounded and nourished, able to nurture and provide myself and others. You're passionate. You're fearless. You have celebration, you bring good times here, okay? These people, when they want to create illusions about you, they want to say all types of crazy things about you, saying you're not a Queen of Pentacles, that you can't take care of yourself. Now all these energies are coming back to these people. Death's here, he don't like what they said, and they want to lie and say they didn't say nothing, and now it's the painful ending. That's what it is. When they don't want to go with the flow and they want to try to slow things up, and this is what it is. It's like, I think this twin ray person already knows that this is all happening, okay? I believe they already know. It's like they're walking into this, like, knowingly. It's just like, but it's like they already know. They're spiritual, it's your spirits already know. They already telling me right now. That's what makes this work, is that you not giving a fuck. Not saying you don't give a fuck, because you do love this person, but you're not going to sweat it, because you know that this is no threat to you. This never was a threat. This is designed to remove these people out of your life, or at least at best, have them respect you, have the respect that they deserve. It's like you're going to make people. You're not going to ask for respect. You're going to demand it, okay? And that's really what this is going to be. They're going to force you to demand just respect. These people, they don't want to, though. That's why this painful ending was here. That's why death's here. That's why this resolves around the end here. So let's see. We have a lot of death, a lot of endings. All right? All endings lead to new beginnings. Nothing is permanent. All right. So what's got going, God? Let's get elaborate further here. Let's see what's going on in this twin ray energy. That's what we like to know about now. We're focused on the twin ray. Okay, that's a higher level soulmates. We're headed to that. We're passing this twin flame journey, whatever. We're passing on it. We want to be with the twin ray. All right, so let's get going. What do we got? All right, so King of Pentacles in reverse here, okay? So this is somebody who's obsessed with status and wealth, all right? So this is probably your counterpart. I mean, this is like they know right from wrong, but it's like the people around them are forcing them to be this way. And them being this way, greedy, materialistic, wasteful, like a gambler, poor with, like this is almost like I said, this person's going to self-destruct on purpose. Like they already know what they're doing. It's like this person's a kamikaze pilot or something. Like they already know what the fuck is happening. Like, so that's why it's like, I don't know. This is headed for chaos though. Because remember, you're just Queen of Cups. Okay, this King of Pentacles in reverse. They're very nostalgic towards you. All right, they know you're sexy as hell. You're very cute. You're very adorable. I mean, you're nurturing. They try to make you out like you were some type of weirdo to this king. This King of Pentacles in reverse now is like, I knew that you were never anything like this. Please just go with this. Like, just understand that I'm your twin ray, that I know what needs to be done here. Just please understand that. And everything's going to be fine. That's what they're saying. It's not me saying this, is what they're saying. I'm with you. So what else? So this person now, King of Pentacles in reverse, they're obsessed with status and wealth. Okay, they're not getting what they were promised here, because a lot of people, they promise this person all types of stuff to stay away from you. But they're not getting any of this. Whatever was recommended instead of you is really crashing down. And, this person's like, it's like they know exactly what's happening. Okay, and that's why there's 10 of Wands in reverse here. They cannot carry this burden any longer. It's too much. Failure to delegate, too much responsibility, collapse, breakdown. This king, I knew it. This King of Pentacles in reverse is a kamikaze. This person, they can't handle this anymore. They did this to destroy everything around them. They knew what was happening. They knew, but they knew that it would have been fighting an uphill battle here with you. They knew that you guys would have been happy, but these people would have never allowed it to work. So now it's a much different environment now than with like a twin flames now. So now this twin ray is like, this is like the ultimate goal now. Even if this person is certainly how they are now, they still do not need to be convinced of this stuff. They already understand this stuff, this person, when they come along. Doesn't mean they're perfect yet, because they are a divine masculine, remember. But this is a higher level kingdom spouse type situation now. And that's why you have the Six of Pentacles. You're receiving what's meant for you. It's just got to understand that. We got to keep in mind it's a twin ray situation. All right, we're going to go that route now. We don't want to deal with this. We're above this. This is below us, twin flame bullshit. All right, so let's see. What else do we need to know? This King of Pentacles versus this person, they cannot carry the burden any longer. They know that it's like they got to give in soon. They know what's right from wrong here. This person doesn't know what's happening. They know. They have always known. Okay, and now look, there's a Five of Wands in reverse now. So now somebody wants to agree to disagree with you. Okay, one end of conflict. There's some cooperation. Okay, there's want to avoid conflict here. A lot of times this Five of Wands in reverse could go a couple ways. It could be somebody like, you know, with their fingers behind their back. Like they know that they're losing, but they might take one more shot. And that's why I don't really trust this King of Pentacles in reverse yet. They'll give me the information to tell me if you should trust them or not. Like, cause they may approach you, but they might like be telepathically telling you like, don't interact with me, because it's a setup. So we'll see. Let's see what's happening here. I don't know why that's the case, but there's a Five of Swords here. So winning at all costs really cost somebody. So like I said, I feel like this King of Pentacles reverse just went all in on this, knowingly that it was going to be too much for them to handle. And that they were going to get sick, they were going to lose everything, and they just were going to see all these people around them that never gave a fuck, and it makes it so clear to them how to get rid of these people. So this king, they can't carry this burden no more, and they want to avoid conflict now. So what's going to happen with this? How are we going to get this to where we need it to go? Alright, because look, there's this Five of Cups here. This King of Pentacles, they're all pessimistic. They're all depressed. They don't, or like I said, there's no energy here. They want to avoid this conflict with you. They can't carry this burden anymore, okay? These people want them to carry this burden. They pretend that they could. Now they're showing, they're like, I can't do this anymore. Nobody gives a fuck, okay? Eight of Cups. This is being abandoned. This is a fucking a disappointment. This is just complete, utter, what a joke. This King of Pentacles. But they knew this going in. This is what makes this interesting. All right, now I start to understand what the twin ray, all this stuff. That's why you're gonna have to start doing more what's the word? Research on this. And then start putting this together, like what these people, like, you know, see who this person is. This was not somebody that you were in a long-term relationship with. This is somebody that you met, you know, for a short period. Things were very smooth, were going very good, and then all of a sudden it wasn't going good anymore. And you're like, what the fuck happened here? Why does this person do this to me? But you're like, because you knew that they knew. But there's an Eight of Cups, Five of Wands in reverse. So what else do we need to know? So they don't want to avoid conflict here. They want to agree to disagree, right? Okay, because they know Seven of Wands, you're in complete control of this situation. You are in complete control. This is the way this King of Pentacles in reverse wants it to be. Okay, because you being in complete control makes it easier for this person to, they know they're going to come back out of this. You have to believe in them. You have to just give them the power. You have to give them telepathic communicate. Like I said, you may not even have seen this person. You may not even know this person, but you still have to energetically help them. Defensiveness, because they, like I said, they sacrificed themselves here. You are facing challenges and obstacles, but you are determined to stand your ground and defend your position. I stand up for myself and my beliefs. So you have to think about it this way. This person now is putting themselves in a position where if you do not understand what's happening here, then this person's going to end up sacrificing themselves for you. Okay, and getting nothing out of this, so it's like you have to see through this. When you will see it through this person's eyes, you'll know what's happening here. You're in complete control though. It doesn't make a difference. Judgment's here. The horn's being blown. It's like, doesn't matter. This King of Pentacles, it's like almost like they're just going to be like, walk away from this. That's what's really going to happen. This person going to walk away from whatever this is unscathed too. just like you. I mean, they might, whatever, but you're not even going to see this. You don't have to see this because you already, this is designed to bring you with your kingdom spouse. This is why they put so much, this is actually a bigger deal than any twin flame. That's why this devil was trying to block this from you. That's why it makes a lot more sense to me now. I kept thinking it was a twin flame, karmic soulmate, but it's like, that's not what this is for us. They wanted you to think that, these people, because it kept the chaos going. They need that frequency. You need to get to this frequency, this twin ray, this harmonious frequency. Okay, and how are you going to get there? With this King of Wands. That's how. This is your protector. This is your benefactor. They've always been there. They always will be. Okay, so this person knows that you're the real deal. Okay, they know it. They're visionary. You got this King of Wands, 7 of Wands here. And now this 5 of Wands in reverse. This King of Pentacles in reverse. They want to avoid conflict. They can't hold this burden anymore. That's why their 5 of Cups all fucked up over here. This King of Wands is watching. He's just like, listen, I know what's going on. So it's like this King of Wands knows. It's like, I think maybe this King of Wands may have already discussed this, like this King of Pentacles verse. Like this has actually been planned out by these two. It's like they're playing these people because they both know you're the Empress. I mean, this made you an Empress. I mean, this is what you needed to be. I mean, it wasn't that hard for you to become an Empress, sir. That's why you've been balanced. You've been balanced this whole time. You balance your masculine and your feminine energies. Okay, this person also has. They're just bringing themselves down here, though, to remove these people. It's like they're being this person like being Superman right now. They're flying high, like, you know what I mean? And that's why these people, like, that's how they're getting rid of them. They're just going high. They have to keep raising this vibration. They intentionally put themselves in a lower vibration. Okay, but now they're going to get out of this with your help too. But spiritual, you're not going to be there. You don't need to be there. All you have to be is stay silent. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to do this person. They needed you to be, fawning over this, being all upset. You're not. You don't care. Venus retrograde's coming up. All right. So what else do we need to know? All right. So this is Chariot in reverse here. So they don't know where they're going, this King of Pentacles. That's what it comes down to. There's nowhere to go anymore. They're completely out of control. That's why there's this 5 of Cups. That's why can't hold this burden. 10 of Wands in reverse. This King of Wands is here just watching. Got his eyes wide open. It's almost like they know. It's all planned. It's all like a fucking whatever. But 6 of Swords, they're in danger of, possibly you leaving this behind, though. That's what's really making them nervous. You're too much in control now. They don't want you to, like, end up leaving them behind. So that's why they're eventually going to, that will light the match under them for them to do what they need to do here. That's why this person who tried to stop you, they thought that they were just breaking up a regular twin flame thing, but a twin ray is a divine union. That's like a kingdom spell. Like that's why the devil's here. That's why the devil tried to stop those. Okay, bang! Yes, there you go. Is another one. That why they try? Because there's 6 of Swords. Because you are leaving this all behind. They don't want you to leave this all behind. Okay, this is why this King of Pentacles are in reverse here. Now is they're releasing whatever this baggage, whatever this burden is. Okay, because they knew the whole time what was happening. Okay, this is your twin ray. Okay, this King of Pentacles in reverse. They blatantly went into this situation knowing that this is going to cause them to, lower their vibration. All right, this is why they're being almost forced on a false timeline, but they're going to continue to raise their vibration and they're going to break out of this. And that's why, you 6 of Swords leaving this behind will give them the fire, the match, the light under their ass to, get to where it is. Like I said, this person's like Superman right now. They got all these karmic energies on them, and the higher they go, the more they keep falling off. Okay, so this is what this is. I mean, this person's your twin ray. I mean, they know what's happening here. They've known since the beginning what was happening here. But you still have to leave this behind. You cannot do anything about this. You have to leave this behind and let this be. Stay silent and let this person handle this. This King of Wands is here. Okay, that's telling me there's a complete control. That somebody wants to avoid conflict with you. Your Six of Swords leaving this all behind, okay, because transition and progress, you're moving away from a difficult situation and towards a more positive and peaceful future. I move forward with ease and grace. Yes, you do. I mean, that's just what's happening. I mean, this is what has to happen. Okay, but this is what they want to happen, this King of Wands. They want you to do this so that it breaks this King of Pentacles out of reverse out of this. Whatever the spell is, okay? Because remember, you're this High Priestess. You see things that other people don't see. You see things 10 steps ahead. I mean, you with this King of Wands are very, very sharp tandem here. And I think it's like you're breaking this King of Pentacles in reverse out of the spiritual jail here. This is what this feels like. And it all happened because once they see that you're leaving it behind, they lose whatever that is. It wakes them right up. This is almost like they're being controlled. I've seen something along Spider-Man where like Jean Grey, where they were controlling the people's minds, making them. This is what something along those lines. Okay, because look, now look, the King of Cups in reverse is here. Okay, so this person is completely showing now that what this is. I mean, they're completely out of it. Okay, you leaving this behind there. Now they're losing it. Now they're going crazy. Now they're starting to yell at people. They're saying, you caused me to lose this. I know what you did. This King of Wands sitting there with a big smile on his face too. Watching this King of Pentacles, King of Cups in reverse start to fight back now. This person's not healed yet, but now that they knew. That's the thing. They already knew. It wasn't like you had to convince this person of anything. They already know what this is. They already know about this stuff. Okay? That's why there's this Ace of Wands here, because you are, you know, there's a create. You're an inspiration here. All right, this is going really long. I gotta wrap this one up and get to a new deck. I didn't realize I was going this long. But this is still, I'm getting everything I need out of this. Okay, and that's why things are rapidly moving here, Eight of Wands. You can't, the wheel's turning in your favor. This King of Cups in reverse, this King of Pentacles in reverse, they are basically going to have to flip to where they need to be. That's why I always knew this person. Why were they able to go from a King of Pentacles in reverse, somebody obsessed with status and wealth, to a regular King of Pentacles, then be this King of Cups in reverse, that's Don Juan, and then become a King of Cups that's this emotionally dependable, stable person. How did they do this up and back, up and back? It's because they already knew what this was. Okay, they had to act this way to keep these people fooled. Because if they started acting something, then these people would have made them out to be crazy too. They would have took you both out. This King of Wands wouldn't have been able to do nothing. He would have had to fight. He would have went down with you too. The whole fucking team would have went down with this. But by you just staying silent and letting this play out the way it's supposed to be, this King of Wands says, is why you're Seven Wands in complete control. That's why Four of Swords, you're able to rest, you're relaxing, you're taking it easy, you go to the beach, relax, you don't give a fuck, because you know that this King of Cups in reverse, this King of Pentacles reverse, doesn't matter. Nothing's going to work out for them. You're not losing this person. They're there. They're always going to be there. You're the highest thing that they ever, it's like there's nothing they can, you're Kingdom Spouse. Nobody's going to replace you. That's what these people, that's why you're Six of Swords. You're just like, see ya. Then yeah, you want to replace us? Then go ahead. See you later. Goodbye. That's what you're going to tell these people. Goodbye. The fuck, we're not chasing you. We never did. We never will. We're not stalking you. We're not doing anything. Okay, so we don't give a fuck. We never did. We never cared. All we did was knew that this is what it was. We always knew what this was, just like this person always knew. They did this. They manifested this. You didn't manifest this. What else? All right, now there's Two of Pentacles in reverse here, so they're just completely overwhelmed. They didn't plan this far. There's a lot of unorganization here. Things are chaotic. This is what we're trying to get out of, this chaotic, low vibrational energy. You're already past this. Six of Swords leaving this behind. You're sitting here with this King of Wands. He's watching your back. And that's why you're in complete control. You got a 7, 8 of Wands here. Okay, King of Wands, Six of Swords. Okay, go with this Five of Wands in reverse here. People want to avoid conflict with you because they see this King of Wands got your back. It was a lot different when you were all alone. But this King of Cups in reverse and this King of Pentacles knew this King of Wands was backing you. So they intentionally went against this. That's why it's like, well, what would they, like, I don't know. All right, but here's the thing. You have this Ace of Pentacles here. You're getting this opportunity. So I'm going to do one more. What's going to be the end here? We'll go to another deck. Okay, Eight of Cups. All right, so this is an abandonment. Okay, this is getting left behind. This is a fucking joke. Okay, delusionment, departure. You are leaving behind something that no longer serves you in order to pursue a higher calling. That's what the Six of Swords is here. I embrace change and encourage with optimism. I mean, it's like you're not going to sit here and say this is what's going to change this person into what they need to be. Okay, I guarantee you, because look, the Tower of Terror is here. This King of Wands, the operator of it. They knew it's almost like it's like a coordinated here. Like this is almost like choreographed. Doesn't make sense to me though. So that's why it's kind of like, but the twin ray situation makes sense. Please, I hope that this is making sense to you. Like I said before, you may not even know this person, okay? But I believe this is somebody that you ran into that I don't even know if you were with this person for you weren't with this person long, okay? You might not even have had any type of sexual relation, anything with this person. It's just somebody that you locked, you were just like, whoa, like you just felt like there was something completely different here. And it kind of, may have set you to the point, but you knew that you were getting a raw deal here. It's like, why this? But then you just chalked it up to like, this is what life is. Like, this always happens. So you almost like but you knew something was different here. It was just like too much too soon, too. And that's why this social block was here. This, financial, like these are people that try to make it like you were less than, that you were bad for business. But then you just said, okay, go fuck yourself, and you left. I mean, it's like, what else did you want you to do? Okay, and then they want to make it like you're crazy, but you just like, you left, you're gone. It's like, and then they want to listen to whatever these people say. Like, it's like, get the fuck out of here. Investigate, okay? Detective, detect. These fuckers don't want to do no work. They just want to get paid, though. They want to abuse overtime. They want to do this. They want to listen to whatever it is, take whatever bribes. And then when they get called out on, then they want to attack again. But they're only hurting themselves. You're only ruining your own career. You ain't fucking hurting us, motherfucker. You know who I'm talking to. Okay, so just go fuck yourself, because you knew what the fuck you did. You did, motherfucker. Come do something. All right, so what do we got? Why don't we get a little confirmation, clarification here, please and thank you. Come do something. All right, so what else? What else do we got? Let's get going, please and thank. I'm just kidding. I don't want nothing. Just stay the fuck away from me. Actually, that's all we tell these people. Stay the fuck away. We don't even want you around. We know what you are. All right, so what else do you need to know? All right, look, I told you, 9 of Swords. They're all crying in their bed now. They're anxious. They're depressed. They're all fucked up over here. They don't know what to do. Okay, they know the end is here. They don't know. They thought that they were going to be able to, navigate this. But they really are, because the King of Wands is there. It's like, they're like the safety net. They're not going to fucking go down. Like, they're going to get caught here. This King of Wands will never let nothing happen to this person. Ever. No matter how fucked up they get. This is what keeps the Emperor energy going. This King of Wands. The King of Wands and the King of Swords keep this energy going. All right, because not to mention the Queen of Swords, that actually really is the one that keeps this going. This Queen of Swords, because that's where the boundaries come in with you. Okay, that's what helps this King. Because if you didn't have boundaries, then this person, this would just keep going on and on until you got boundaries. But now you have boundaries, now it takes the energy back. That's why there's an 8 of Cups here. That's why there's 2 of Pentacles in reverse, Charity in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Swords. They're all fucked up. And in my other channel too, when I start that one, I'm not gonna curse. I'm not gonna be like the way I am now. I don't know if that's gonna work though. I don't know if I can make that work, because that's like part of my gimmick. But it's like, I wouldn't have to show that I'm versatile. I got the 8th house to me, and then I could go right to the fucking, my other stellium, my Libra stellium. I have the ability to be harmonious. Okay, I don't want diplomatic. Happy. We're not here to fight with people. We don't want to fight. We could destroy you if we want to. We just choose not to. All right, so what else? What do we got? You're leaving this all behind now. They're all upset. Okay, why? Because the Fool's here. That's why. Okay, because you're pure and innocent. Okay, you came out of this pure and innocent. They thought you were going to come out of this like a vicious fucking rabid animal here. Okay, I mean, this is really what they thought, but you just came out of this better. Can't believe it, they said. They can't believe they were twin rays, okay? Because Nine of Pentacles, it's like you don't need anything. You don't need nobody. That's why you're able to Six of Swords leave this behind. They needed you to feel like you needed this person. Okay, that you wouldn't be able to survive without them. But now the fact that you're just like Six of Swords leaving this behind is what helped. This King of Wands has a big smile on their face. This is what puts you in complete control. Makes you be seen as this fool. It's happened very quickly. Nine of Wands. You don't need nobody, obviously, right? I don't see you over there fucking. But that's the difference between you're not chasing. You never really were chasing in this situation. All right, so whatever I was tapping into older energy. I was tapping into perhaps, what was it, like ex-wives, that's oftentimes could be twin flames, okay? Like, you're not gonna, like, your twin ray not gonna have, like, any type of, it's like things could get fucked up, but it's not anything between the two of you. Like, you two were never fighting with each other. You never had any type of chaos. It was just the chaos, it was around you, created this chaos. People lying about you, saying stuff. And you're just like, why does this happen? You know what I mean? This is why you were not understanding this. But this person knew that this had to happen. It's not like this even had to be a separation. This really didn't have to happen. Because like a twin flame relationship, that's when they have to learn to appreciate. This person already did appreciate it. They already knew. This King of Wands already knew. It's just the other people around them knew, and they weren't going to let them think that they were trying their very best to brainwash this person. All right, what else? Anything? I mean, because the King of Cups is here, the real King of Cups. He said, "Yep, I can flip flop at any time." Now they're acting crazy, but then when they see you, it's like they're gonna be like all completely under control. It's so crazy because it's your energy, makes them comfortable. They're not comfortable with this. This is not comfortable. Only you make them comfortable. They feel like you're the only one they could just lay down with and just close their eyes. There's nobody else that can do that for them. Now look, you're leaving this behind though. Now they want to wake up. Okay? Because look, the Wheel of Fortune's here in reverse. Because this bad karma. This is why this Nine of Swords is here. Okay? Because they're upset. They know that but it's like they have to get that belief. You just have to keep giving them the power. Let them believe that you're going to be there. They need that light at the end of the tunnel, that violet ray. They need that power. That part. That's what it is. That's your ray. That's your spiritual ray. You're on a kingdom spouse. You're a higher ranked person here. That's why there's not that many of us. It makes more sense now, right? If I was just with the regular twin flame, then I could tap in a lot, get a lot more people. That energy would be easier to attract to. But the energy that this twin ray energies are very much more rare. And now we're going to tap into that frequency. We're going to work on that. Okay, because look, the Three of Cups is here again. So you're going to celebrate this. Celebrations. That's why you're this fool. That's why you're Seven Wands of Control. What else? Anything else we need to know here? It's a pretty long read, actually. All right, is that you have this Two of Pentacles. That you were flexible, you were balanced. Okay, you adapted. That's what really was what helped you. The fact that you were able to adapt to all this. Because they needed you just to go on there and not come. But this King of Cups and Reverse already knew that you were how strong you were. That's why it comes down. This person already knew this. They manifested you into this. They just needed you to figure this out. Even though you did a good job, it's just now you're getting to the bottom of it, and now the clarity's here. Feels like your third eye's clearing completely here. Yeah. All right, because Six of Pentacles, you're receiving what's meant for you. For Six of Swords, you're leaving it behind. You're just like, you know what I want. I'm not going to sit here and keep saying it. I'm not going to keep doing it. This is what I'm here to do. I'm doing what I'm here to do. Bang! Yes, there's another one here for you, okay? Because Six of Pentacles. Because you're here, because you're receiving what's meant for you, okay? People, they want to be generous with you. They see you as this full energy. They see you as pure and innocent, okay? They know that you, Two of Pentacles, were able to adapt to anything that was put in your way here, okay? You were flexible, okay? You were balanced, and you adapt it. All right, and that's why you have new beginnings here. You're pure and innocent. And the Six of Pentacles, you're receiving what's meant for you. Okay, this is what this Seven of Wands. This is why you're in complete control. Things are Eight of Wands, rapidly moving that way. Six of Swords, you're leaving this behind though. You're like, good, I already know this. What else is she gonna do? Okay, now look, Three of Swords, they're heartbroken that you're receiving what's meant for you. It's like they never were going to get it. Never going to get it, never going to get it. Okay, this is what this fucking people, they were never going to get this King of Cups reverse, this King of Pentacles reverse to become what they thought. That's why this King of Wands was sitting there watching. It was like the safety net. They weren't going to let anything happen, but nothing ever had. They never had to do anything because God handled this. You're protected by the universe. You're this fool. They tried to say so hard that you weren't this fool, this pure and innocent fool. They tried so hard. Okay, now confirmation here, Chariot in reverse. But now they're completely out of whack here, lacking control, directionless, powerless. Okay, they're being seen as like aggressive. They're trying to obstruct your view here. Okay, this King of Cups reverse view, make them not see you as this fool, but it's like you're already receiving what's meant for you. They already see you leaving this behind. This King of Wands is almost like whistling, like, hey, whoa, they're going. Now this person wants to wake the fuck up, okay? Seven of Pentacles, because they see you have a long-term view. They see you're already going with this. You adapt it. You Eight of Cups are leaving this all behind. They're being abandoned here. This King of Wands is telling them, you know, you're going to get left behind if you don't hurry up. This person's taking too long. Okay, because Nine of Cups in reverse. This wasn't a wish come true. I mean, they knew this, though. That's why the Eight of Cups is here. They already knew this. It doesn't really matter, though, because, like I said, the King of Wands is here, and he's saying, you better hurry up. You better hurry up. But he already knows this is going to happen. You're not, there's nothing that will ever be better than this for you, this twin ray. This is what you've been with. See that twin flame bullshit? That karmic, that was for the birds, okay? We had to get you out of that fucking... Even me, too, I had to get out of that frequency. Now this person has to get out of this frequency, but we'll get them there. All right, so what else do we need? Is there anything else we need to know here? Okay, other than the fact that Eight of Swords, that somebody's stuck here spiritually, physically. This is with this Eight of Nine of Swords here, probably with this King of Cups in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse. They're stuck and anxious and depressed. But that's why they gotta bust out of this. They got the strength. You're gonna show them the power. Okay, this Hermit energy is that's what they're gonna need to do. They gotta get away from these people. They gotta clear this energy. And they might even have to go to jail for this. But it's like they already know. It's not like they're going to come in, but they have to rely on you to do the right thing for them. Okay, because you have this Page of Swords energy. You are found new ways to communicate. Thirst for knowledge. You adapt it. It's why you're receiving what's meant for you. You're pure and innocent throughout this. Okay, this Ace of Cups is here. It's coming. I mean, I don't know who's bringing it yet. So what's going to be the end with this? I mean, I just see this as like, I don't really see the answer yet. Okay, is that there's no love here, that's for sure. That's why this person's going to be, they're a kamikaze pilot. Look, you got this Lovers in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Chariot in reverse. Yeah, that's why this Eight of Cups is here again. I mean, this was never going to work. This is why it's like you have to give this person like almost credit, like they just put themselves in something, like they're doing stuff they know that it's going to go to shit. Like this person's probably like pretending to be like setting dates and this and that, picking out stuff, and they know that it's all going to shit because that's the way it's supposed to be. And these people never even seen this coming. They think that they have this person tricked. I don't even know what to say or do here anymore. What else? Okay, look, confirmation. King of Cups in reverse here. Now they're all fucked up, okay? That's why this person, this energy right here really, really shit the bed, okay? And they're the reason why this is all coming undone. So, good, okay? So this person did something. You knew that their emotions would eventually get the best of them. But you, Three of Cups, they see you celebrating. They see people celebrating you. This is what's getting them mad now. They're trying to say, that's my fucking person. That's my person. Now they're mad, okay? So they got to get themselves together here. Now this King of Wands is telling this person, relax, get it together. You're not going to just start yelling at people. And that's why they're starting to cry now. There's no love, okay? Because they see you as a sexy Queen of Wands. There you go, okay? You're a pure and innocent Queen of Wands in this Fool energy. 7 of Wands in complete control. This King of Cups in reverse, they're not getting what they, thought they were going to get. Page of Cups, because you got this intuitive messages here. You have these creative opportunities. Now the 6 of Pentacles, that's meant for you, is going to find you because this Page of Swords energy just thirst for knowledge. Your ability, 2 of Pentacles, to adapt. And this is the last one. What's going to be the end? I'm done after this. Okay, and this is, the cycle is complete. There's going to be a new world here, with or without this King of Cups in reverse. But this King of Wands is telling me, don't worry about it. They're fine. They're going to be good. Okay, this person's here. They're in control. You know what to do. Okay, this 5 of Wands, this conflict, this rivalry, it's all over. There's nothing left to say here. This is what the cycle complete with this, with this picking love. Picking money over love, like trying to make people feel like they have to do things. This is what is breaking this King of Cups in reverse out of this. Okay, and that's why there's all this conflict here. And I'll do one more. I'll see what happens. Are they going to become who they're supposed to? Is anything going to change here? Okay, or is it going to, things are moving fast. Or are we just going to leave this all behind? I don't know. Okay, because look, this Hermit in reverse here, they're isolated. They're alone. There's nowhere to go. That's why there's this 8 of Swords here. And you're just going to keep staying positive. You're the one who brings the fun. You are the sun. I can't get the information. I don't know if this person, when they're going to change yet, but we are on that. We have to get to that divine, that twin ray frequency. Okay, so we got that part of it done. Okay, so that's going to be the focus moving forward. Try to do some research on it, just so you know a little bit more. All right, it's a person that I don't even think you might not even have had a relationship with this person. Just somebody that really took a liking to you, and then all of a sudden they were gone. So it's like, this is who this was. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Bye-bye.